Highmark Stadium in upstate New York. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. A good start. One play, 10 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to audible to a different look.
Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. We step aside here in this first quarter. They run. First carry for Damian Harris to about the 40-yard line.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Left side, Cook. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to try and throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have the Bills first down, and he'll have it by plenty, as it turns out to be a big gainer there on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Naeem Hines, his first carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Back at the 47-yard line.
to the air. Allen. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Nolan Smith from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Pass for the Bills field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So on fourth down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 4. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
So from the 37, here's second down and 3. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run right here with Swift. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 25, here's second and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. And he's in. Touchdown. Eagles. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. He may go. And he takes this one back in into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score, Eagles 14, Bills 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now Allen to try again after the pick-6. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Getting the ball is Cook, running left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Here's Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott from the right hash. This from 48. The kick by Elliott is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Hey, tight.
A final shot before half for Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 38. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Hurts. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way to creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on fourth.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's fourth down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now a carry for Swift. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Second and 8. Now it's Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 95 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, he's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
No contact.
In motion right is Brown. Here's Swift. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Once again, it's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They will run it with Swift here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On play action, Allen going deep for Diggs. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a give, right side, Swift.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's Hurts to throw. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he's got room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
That is complete downfield to Knox.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That's good for 28 yards.
Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Left side, Cook. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The Bills on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw, it's Allen.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
From 19 yards away.
And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Yeah, he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And that lines up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw.
He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game.